I'm Alyssa, and today, I sounded really bubbly there, or at least in my ears I did. I have my October 2020 Book of the Month box, and this is spoopy season. I honestly can't remember what I chose, but we'll find out together. If you've not watched a Book of the Month video from me before, here's my spiel. You can skip past it if you have heard this a million times. But Book of the Month is an incredible subscription service for readers where you get a brand spanking new book, sometimes before it's even released in bookstores, for $14.99 a month, which is at least half off what you would pay at the bookstore. And you can add up to 2 additional books to your box for $9.99 a piece, which is still an incredible bargain. And if you'd like to join Book of the Month, I have a link in the description box below the video where you can get $5 off your first book, which is, again, a steal. And if you don't like the service after that, you can just cancel your subscription. You get your first book for $9.99. Bargain. And the cool thing is, if you don't like any books they have on offer for that month, you can roll your subscription over. They won't charge you. They have amazing customer service, and all 5 books that are on offer each month have been hand-selected by judges, and they're usually all different genres. So there's something for every reader usually, which is really cool. But enough of the jibber jabber, let's open this bad boy. Alyssa with the sharp utensil, it's not a good idea. Oh, that was a nice clean cut. That was just satisfying, guys. The first book I chose, I'm now remembering it, Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. If I said that wrong, I'm so terribly sorry. But this has been really buzzy. It's not a long book at all, so I'm like, the shorter it is right now, the better, because my attention span is kind of ugh. And this has been getting a lot of buzz, like I said. I think it's already got a movie deal. I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it. I think it has, though. But when I saw it on Book of the Month's listings, offerings, whatever you want to call it, had to get it. So, let's read the synopsis for this. Amanda and Clay head out to a remote corner of Long Island expecting a vacation. A quiet reprieve from life in New York City, quality time with their teenage son and daughter, and a taste of the good life in the luxurious home they've rented for the week. But with a late-night knock on the door, the spell is broken. Ruth and G.H., an older couple who claim to own the home, have arrived there in a panic. These strangers say that a sudden blackout has swept New York, and, with nowhere else to turn, they've come to the country in search of shelter. But with the TV and internet down and no cell phone service, the facts are unknowable. Should Amanda and Clay trust this intruding couple, and vice versa? What has happened back in New York? Is the vacation home, isolated from civilization, truly a safe place for their families? And are they safe from one another? I like that it was short and sweet. It sounds very suspenseful and thrilling, and I'm excited to see how these couples handle each other, how they deal with being in the same home, not knowing each other. I'm just really excited to check this out, along with all the buzz. It's kind of got me hyped up, so hopefully it doesn't let me down, but I don't think it will. Also, this cover is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, the next one I picked because this was part of Reese Witherspoon's book club, but it doesn't have that sticker on here. But it's titled The Last Story of Mina Lee by Nancy Juyun Kim. And I've heard amazing things about this book. And also, look, hot pink. That is my favorite color. I don't know if it's showing on the camera. It might look more red, but this book is hot pink. So I'm happy already. So the synopsis reads, Margot Lee's mother, Mina, isn't returning her calls. Is a mystery to 26-year-old Margot until she visits her childhood apartment in Koreatown, LA, and finds that her mother has suspiciously died. The discovery sends Margot digging through the past, unraveling the tenuous invisible strings that held together her single mother's life as a Korean War orphan and an undocumented immigrant, only to realize how little she truly knew about her mother. Interwoven with Margot's present-day search is Mina's story of her first year in Los Angeles, as she navigates the promises and perils of the American myth of reinvention. While she's barely earning a living by stocking shelves at a Korean grocery store, the last thing Mina ever expects is to fall in love. But that love story sets in motion a string of events that have consequences for years to come, leading up to the truth of what happened the night of her death. That sounds incredible. It sounds like it's probably going to make me cry, but it sounds like a wonderful mother-daughter story, and I'm excited to see how Mina Lee's life unfolds and how that affects her daughter Margot. So of course I have to show off the bookmark, and what does it say? Get lost in a story, that is. So it's kind of like snarky, and then it's like, hey, we're not being snarky. We're telling you to get lost in a book. We're not telling you to be mean. I like it. I like that little sass. And of course, I've never read this, but I love the movie. And when I saw that they had this on the site, I kind of shrieked. But it is Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, and look at that beautiful cover. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. I'm in love with the cover. Okay, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but this is freaking gorgeous. Here's the synopsis in case you don't know the story. For more than 200 years, the Owens women have been blamed for everything that has gone wrong in their Massachusetts town. Jillian and Sally have endured that fate as well. As children, the sisters were forever outsiders, taunted, talked about, pointed at. Their elderly aunts almost seemed to encourage the whispers of witchery, with their musty house and their exotic concoctions and their crowd of black cats. But all Jillian and Sally wanted was to escape. One will do so by marrying, the other by running away. But the bonds they share will bring them back, almost as if by magic. So I think they had this on the site because they just also had Alice Hoffman's latest book in the series, which is a prequel to this, as an offering. So this is the first book in a series of 3 so far, I believe, and there's going to be a 4th novel. But yeah, I wanted to read it because, I adore the movie. It's just such a cute, just amazing film, and I wanted to read the source material. It's not a long book, and I think this would be good for Halloween season if I get to it in time. So those were my picks for October 2020. Again, if you'd like to join Book of the Month, my link is down below where you get $5 off your first book. Like the video if you liked it, share it if you liked it. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a new video. I'd love to know what you've been reading or watching or playing in the comment box down below. If you'd like to follow me on social media sites, those are also linked in the description box. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!